All right, welcome to episode 2 of the adventures of Rhogar and Finnan. What I'll do this week, instead of me recapping, I'll have Rhogar and Finnan recap. So Finnan is played by Jojo, and Rhogar is played by Ethan. So why don't you tell our viewers what happened in your last adventure?
Can I go first?
Yeah, you guys just talk. Tell me. What happened?
We fought a bear
You fought a bear
and some goblins.
and some goblins. It was super detailed.
Well, no, so basically we went to a tower. We fought some goblins. We picked up a staff. Scared the poop out of the goblins. We had fought a bear because it was eating our honey. And we bought some fur back to the guy to play with. And we got some gold. And we bought some stuff at the shop. And my dad was helping out people.
So that's what happened?
Yep.
All right, so not much else has happened since our last adventure. You guys have been hanging out in Aldine's Wall, which is the city you guys... What's funny?
It's just that I keep remembering this one funny video I saw. It was like super funny. This guy going like, "Wow!" Then this big look. But it was super funny. You should really see it and you'll know why it's super funny. I'm thinking of it. It's like super funny.
Okay, well, you guys can show me the video later.
Yeah, it's like top, like, you know, have you seen those videos that like top 200 funny fails and finds? Yeah, we watch those all the time. There's like those try not to laugh challenges, and then there's straight up funny fails.
Sounds awesome.
Well, only in some videos there's that one. Like, if I could just skip through it and maybe see one. That same video I'm thinking of. Since that video is super funny. The whole video, those whole videos. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, you guys will have to find that and show it to me, and then I'll know what you're talking about. In the meantime, however, Rhogar and Finnan have been hanging out in Aldine's Wall, which is the small village you guys grew up in. Not much has been happening since you guys went and completed all the errands that you guys did in your last adventure.
Yep. Wait, I have something that we did. We also bought flowers to that person.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, you
we
did.
took forever. We took like a whole day. And we a barrel. And a real barrel. And that we shouldn't have listened to that guy for like since we had to do all that stuff. Plus fighting goblins. That took us like an hour. 10 gold. You know how much Pokemon booster boxes I could get 10 gold? 10 booster boxes.
You guys would probably have to travel to the city of Sharn in order to find Pokemon booster boxes.
Wait, do they actually have Pokemon cards there?
I don't see why they wouldn't have Pokemon.
Do they have Dinosaur Kings?
They probably have Dinosaur Kings. Sharn is a very big city. Sharn is called the City of Towers, or the Gateway to Sindrick.
So we could just add Pokemon and stuff in the game?
If that's what you want, then there could be Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And then we could open up Pokemon packs in real life.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see.
I could buy it if I wanted to do it that episode.
That's right, and then Rhogar and Finnan could spend time playing Pokemon in the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of time instead of Dungeons and Dragons playing Pokemon. Okay, can we actually get
You guys are the ones that keep sidetracking.
Yeah, but there's going to be Pokemon. Okay, come on.
So you guys wake up to the sound of a rooster.
Did you say cock-a-doodle like in shows?
It just did.
Oh.
That was you. You going cock-a-doodle-doo. That was the rooster. So yes, it cock-a-doodle-doo. And and you wake up very drowsily, and you gather your belongings and you step outside to the smell of breakfast cooking. Now, it's pretty common in Albine's Wall for everyone to have meals together. You meet in a really big hall, which is sort of like a big room. And that's where you guys have all of your meals and your special town meetings, as well as entertainment. So sometimes in the evenings, some of the other villagers will get out their musical instruments and they will play inside of the hall. And other times, people will perform, and basically all of your entertainment and meetings take place inside of the town hall. So it's just a building that's really big and empty inside, except chairs and tables. It's got all that. And you wake up and you have a choice. You can go and get breakfast, or you can explore the town a little bit.
I want to eat breakfast. Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way over to the town hall. You can see that most of the villagers have gathered. So there's a lot of the early birds, so to speak, have already gotten their breakfast platters and are sitting down at the tables eating. You guys see that there are...
But birds don't eat that.
They're not real birds. They're the early birds, the people who woke up early and got there first. Not real birds, it's the same.
Oh, it's like people, just real people.
Yes, they're real people. The early bird gets the worm. You haven't heard of that?
No.
Yeah, it's the same. The early bird gets the worm. It means if you wake up and you're prepared, then you get the prize before other people do.
Like yard sale day.
That's right, like yard sale day. On yard sale day, the early bird gets other people's garbage.
The only problem, actually, sometimes that isn't true. Because if you wake up too early, everybody's going to be all grouchy if they just set up their stuff and they just woke up.
Well, in this case, everybody inside of the hall is in a pretty good mood this morning. And you do...
What if the people that you play with in Dungeons or Dragons are watching this?
Well, then hopefully they enjoy watching us play.
Hello.
So you do see Gibber. He is sitting at a table. It looks like he just sat down to eat his meal. Gibber, if you remember, Gibber the Strong.
Yeah.
Who's
Gibber.
Gibber?
He gave us to kill the bear. Kill/scare away. Wait, no, I thought he gave us permission to take it. Oh, Dave gave us. Yeah, and
So you guys have a good memory.
And get flour, I think. Yeah. I think he said to get flour. Yeah. He said there's 3 missions.
That's right, and you guys did have 3 missions last game. So you see Gibber, and he's just sat down at his table. Gibber is a dragonborn, which means he looks like a cross between a dragon and a human. He has lizard-like features or dragon-like features. If you remember, he also has a great big scar down across his face, and he's missing one eye because he was attacked by a monster called a Worworm.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking for a minute that big eyeball that I saw on your book.
No. Not a beholder. Let's see. Using the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Player's Handbook.
No.
Let me look up a Dragonborn real quick so you guys can see what a Dragonborn looks like.
Oh, I want to know. I'm just going to get a quick water. No, I want water. I'm going to sit here and and then I'll get some water out. But Ethan does and comes back and I want this both.
So this JoJo right here is a Dragonborn.
If you actually saw that in real life and wouldn't look in the book, it would look way creepier.
Yeah, I think it would look pretty creepy. So here, let me see this for anybody who's watching. I mean, certainly you could always Google Dragonborn, but I'll just hold up the book.
Okay, can see the dragon.
So there you go. That is a dragonborn, a cross between a dragon and a man.
I just fell when I was trying to see the dragon one because that book was in the way, so I tilted, and then I just fell back and bumped my head on the chair.
Yep. So for those of you who are kind of curious about how a dragon and a human came to make a baby, dragons have the magical ability to transform themselves to look like humans, or elves, or dwarves, or other races. So when that happens, sometimes they fall in love, and sometimes they have babies. So when that happens, the mortal human or dwarf or elf ends up having a dual raced offspring, and they're called dragonborn. But the dragonborn has been around long enough that one dragonborn and another dragonborn can come together, and they can make baby dragonborn. Well, let's continue playing. We're only going to be playing for 1 hour tonight, so we're a little bit in. And you guys still haven't really accomplished anything. You haven't even eaten breakfast yet. You've walked into the hall. You guys have your platters of food. You do see Gibber sitting down and eating, and he waves over to you guys. Hey, Rhogar, Finnan, come over here and sit with me and eat.
Okay, the camera can see me. Okay.
What's a camera? I've never heard of this. Camera.
Okay.
Is that some kind of magical beast?
Okay. Okay. We're not talking out loud now. Okay. This is not in game. Okay, Papa.
Did you guys hit your head last night or waking up?
Okay.
Maybe getting out of your cots, you rolled over and bumped your noggins? And I ain't your papa. My name's Gibber.
Okay. Yes, we'll eat lunch with you.
Lunch? I mean breakfast.
Dinner. I mean breakfast.
You sure you didn't hit your noggin? I can have the healer come take a look.
Okay, can we just eat breakfast?
Well, sure. Why don't you sit down with me and have some breakfast?
Okay.
Have a seat. I don't know what's so giggly.
We have a seat now. Go and take a seat. So
you guys sit down at the table with Gibber. Your meal is really good. It's some kind of scrambled eggs, not from chickens though. It's from some other kind of creature that one of the rangers.
Is it a dinosaur?
No, dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs live like all the way over.
Yeah, the dinosaurs are on the other side of the continent that you guys are on.
I want to get a dinosaur, and I'm going to ride it, and I want to be like one of those guys in Ark.
Okay.
I don't know what Ark is.
Yeah, I don't know what Ark is either. Well, there are dinosaurs in this world. They're over in the Talenta Plains, which is a different country. You would have to travel all the way over there, or maybe you guys would see a circus or a traveling sideshow, and maybe they would have some of the dinosaurs.
But these people who are watching, they need to watch the episode unless they won't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, I would hope that they do watch the first episode, so the second episode makes a little bit more sense. But
yeah.
But at any result, so you're sitting eating breakfast with Gibber, and Gibber turns to you guys. Well, there should be one of my old friends stopping by later this afternoon. I'd really like to introduce you to him. He comes from the city Metro, which Metro, if you guys don't know, is in a country called Kyrie.
Sounds aggressive.
Kyrie is a beautiful nation. It's filled with artists and people who appreciate art. Dancers and singers, the finest artisans you'll ever meet. They craft plates and bowls and jewelry. It's amazing. Maybe one day you guys will have to take the lightning rail or an airship and go and see Metro. Oh, but that's right. I received word that Metro was destroyed in a big magic explosion. And Kyrie isn't the kind country it used to be. But in any result, my friend will be here this afternoon to meet you. In the meantime, you might explore a bit. See if you can find any information about Gandrail, the magical spear. You know, I did hear last night around the campfire that there's some gnolls in the area.
What are gnolls? Oh, I know what gnolls are. What are gnolls?
What are gnolls?
Basically, they're like were rats. Were rats?
No, I don't know where you're getting your information. Have you been listening?
Oh, you know what? No, that's kobolds. Sorry, gnolls are like wolf people.
Wolf people, yes, that's pretty close. Yes, wolf people. They're not werebeasts though. Gnolls are dark-hearted creatures. They come from the demon wastes, just on the other side of the mountain range. Anyhow, I heard that a small pack of gnolls have made their way to near Aldune's wall. You would have to journey about an hour outside of town to the small Gabbin's Brook. But be careful. Gnolls are vicious creatures.
Why did we come over to there? Why did we sit down on my table since now we gotta find gnolls? No, that's an option. Okay, what are some other things that you have?
Well, you could always go and chop some timber and bring it back. We could use some additional wood for tonight's bonfire. If you do that, I'll give you all 5 silver.
Wait, how much does silver cost again? Silver. I don't know how much money I have. Yeah,
So,
that's like the
5 silver is worth a half a gold piece. 10 silver equals 1 gold piece.
silver. Basically, half a gold piece and half a gold piece. 1 gold piece isn't really that much. So we would each get like a quarter. How much is the gnoll hunting mission?
Well, if you hunt the gnolls, you'll get to keep whatever it is you pick out of your nose.
Ow! Okay. No.
Oh.
You just said that it's
I thought you wanted that. You were digging pretty hard in there.
It's an expression. It means like whatever you get, whatever you find on the nose.
Actually, I meant literally. You could pick your nose and keep what you find, because I don't want it.
Let's not do it.
Well, Finnan, why are you in there digging for gold then?
Stop!
I offered 5 silver for wood, and you want gold. Green gold.
Stop! Okay, seriously, you're making me embarrassed. How much gold is the gnome mission?
Well, gnolls are filthy beasts, but they keep weapons on them. I won't be able to pay you anything for killing the gnolls or driving them off, but you can keep any of their gear that you find.
Okay.
I'm sure if you bring back some weapons, the blacksmith would gladly pay you for them.
Okay, let's go. Wait, no. First, is there any lessons?
Only if you know shiatsu,
Shiatsu?
the art of massage. I've a little tight in my shoulders. I slept wrong.
Massage? How much is that? Yeah, how much is massage?
My gratitude. I'll pay you a silver each.
Okay, yeah, let's do the normal thing.
So,
Travel all the way to the church.
Gibber gives you a map that is of the area. You guys are pretty familiar with it. And you do know where Gavin's Brook is. You have lived in this area your entire lives. And you've explored and around outside of the Aldine's wall. So it's up to you if you want to then travel to find the moles.
Okay, but Papa's gonna have to take a little time to travel. Place. But wait, shouldn't we eat before we go and fight? Since then we'll just get hungry. We did. That's what we've been doing. Yeah, but we've been eating sausage and gravy. Yeah, but we have to walk like 5 miles.
Yeah, you guys have to walk for an hour. You can take snacks and stuff with you. Trail mix.
Trail mix? I eat whatever I find on the road. Ew, you're disgusting.
Yeah, wagon roadkill is not the most appetizing thing.
Yeah, okay, disgusting. It's but I am pretty thirsty. Actually, in real life. Yes, I'm thirsty.
Okay, so why don't you go run and get a bottle of water while I draw the mold.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, just go ahead and get your bottle of water. Actually, would you bring me one, please, Jojo?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that a lake?
This?
Is that like a triangle lake or is that a path?
This is the brook. A brook is a small stream. So it's not very deep. It's only...
Is this where we go and get our baths?
Yes. Yes, you have bathed in Gavin's Brook many a time because it's only an hour outside of town. It's also an excellent place to get clean water. The brook leads up into the nearby mountains and is fed by a glacier. So this is glacial melt. The water is very, very cold, but it is very clean and very tasty.
Why would that be? What if yellow ice got melted and put into that? Yellow snow.
Yellow snow.
I wouldn't want to go. That's why I take our baths. Sorry that I took a long time. Wait, what were you guys talking about? Is that an ear? Or is that a rock?
These are rock formations.
Looks like an ear.
So each one of these, thank you, Jojo, you can put it over there.
Oh, so that's
Each one of these rings are 10 feet higher. So you're standing on the ground here. If you come up here, that's a 10-foot climb. That's another 10 feet, and then you can stand up on the top, and you'd be 30 feet high.
Whoa.
And these are big boulders.
Ooh, so where's some cabins? We need to draw some cabins. Wait, what did you say that you didn't even want to think about it? It's hard to explain. Oh, you went to think about no. Okay. Seriously, we need some cabins. I'm trying to open this without any water spilling down.
Do you need some help there, Jojo?
Yeah, I'm trying to bite it off, but there's like water that I feel like it's gonna leak. Maybe that'll be a little bit boring, though.
That's right. For the viewers at home, this is boring. If this was a recording that then I was later going to edit, I would edit all of this out. But
this is nice.
This is live.
So, oh, I was about to skip. Just skip this part.
I would skip this, or maybe what I should do in advance is pre-draw the maps. So we'll just sort of see.
What is that?
You guys will find out.
I'm kind of little, since I just spoke. But you really embarrassed me when you said that booger part.
Well, you were the one picking your nose, dude. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's super funny, man. So maybe what I'll do in just a second is I'll move the camera down to the map, so anybody who's watching this won't be like just super bored out of their minds, and you'll be able to kind of see the map that we're working on. I'm almost done.
If we could edit this, what I would edit is some like music and some fast forwards. Yeah, but what about copyright?
Well, my hope is that as we continue to play, I'll continue to learn, and I'll increase the what's called production value by adding in things like music and cuts, and maybe we won't record things live like we currently are. We'll record it, and then I'll do a little bit of editing. But for now, we're playing, and I think that is the more important part. Now the trick is to see if the camera, if we'll be able to see the map.
Oh no. The people who are watching this, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to look since your eyes.
Okay, so this is the area around the brook. Like I mentioned, this is ground level. Then each one of these
are ears.
They're not ears.
Or T-bones.
These are large boulders that are all about the area. So as you would come onto these, you would have to climb 10 feet to get on this first layer.
So all of us would be 30 feet.
Well, this one's 30 feet to get to the top. This one's only 10 feet.
Okay.
This area is 20 feet. Oh, let's see there. And this one would be 30. And back of the cabin is 20 feet. This is, oh, it's kind of hard. This is a small footbridge across the brook. The brook, of course, is only about waist deep, but the water is super cold. You guys feel good about that?
Yes, I know.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's going to be so nauseating.
People who are watching, please just look away since that was going to be super bad. If anybody throws up, don't sue us. Don't blame me. Blame Tom.
Blame Thumb?
No, blame you and Ethan. Not me.
Okay.
Don't sue us. Blame Papa.
The other thing I have to do, I have to find your guys' like our little figures for you guys.
Yeah, we were talking about that. The only thing is, what are the odds of them having a character with a hood that has a necklace with scales that's a dragon?
I don't know. We would have to search.
Because those like if you go to Hobby Town, like you know how expensive those are.
What color are your dice, Ethan?
White crazy dice.
Okay.
I like these. They're crazy dice.
And
Wow, my dice! You dropped them on the
Yeah, they're
right
right.
here.
Oh, and I just dropped this.
Where are my weapons? I can't find my.
So, Jojo, for right now, you'll be the blue dice.
Woo!
Ethan will be the white dice.
Since he loves the gravy.
This
Gravy.
is the path back to your village.
Can we see any
And they're a little hard to see, but these, let's see, I need the green marker. There we go. These are trees.
Wait, did we have to fight bad guys on the way? Since it feels like me, why would we see no bad guys on the way? Since there would be like millions of bad guys in this world, so why wouldn't we see? Because our area is protected. It's Alien's wall.
Yeah, there could be millions of bad guys in the world, but that doesn't mean that they all hang out right outside of your guys' village. So sometimes when you travel along the roads, you can run into bandits or wandering monsters or things like that, but that doesn't happen here. You guys make the hour walk over to the brook and the area that has been pointed out to you. Got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, where's the nose?
You haven't seen them yet. You are approaching the cabin.
How at the dinner table would we know about cameras? How would we talk about cameras if we didn't even know about cameras?
I don't know why you guys were talking about cameras.
Well, we were trying to talk about it in the game.
Well, then why were you talking about it?
Because
we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, okay. So whose turn is it?
Every time I say it, I'm going to say it like that.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It's whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Wait, I raised my hands and said me first.
That's right, but you're not paying attention, so Ethan goes first.
Okay. I will. Sneaking up this tree, and I will have to do a dexterity check.
Yeah, let me see your character sheet real quick. So you would like to approach that tree, and are you going to hide, like, near the tree, or are you going to climb the tree?
I'm going to climb the tree, and I want to get a scout out of the area. Like, see if there's any nose.
You have a +3 to stealth. So you roll 1 die 20, which is...
that a 9?
Yeah, let me see.
That's a 6.
It's where the period is. That's the bottom. So that is a 6.
Okay, plus
3.
Okay, so that's 9.
Yep. So you go over to the tree. These are rather large trees. You climb up the tree. The tree itself doesn't have like a lot of leaves and things. The tree is pretty like brown and like a little bit dead looking, but you hide behind the trunk of the tree as you climb it, and you hold on to some branches. What would you like to do up in the tree?
Can I get a scout out of the area, see if there's any moles?
Yeah, you kind of look around. Right now it is, it's only about like 7 or 8 in the morning. It's still pretty early because you guys woke up when the sun was coming up. You had breakfast and then you walked an hour or so. At least you're estimating it was maybe an hour. So it is a little bit cool this morning. The sky is blue and the sun has come up over the horizon and lit up the area. There aren't really any clouds in the sky, so it is a bright, clear day. And you don't see any gnolls at this point. You can see clearly across the brook to the cabin. The cabin door is slightly open, which we would call a jar. A jar just means open. And you can see some look like dog tracks on the ground in the area.
Maybe it's one of those dog people.
A gnoll, it could be.
Okay.
I didn't show you guys a picture of a gnoll, did I?
I don't even know what a gnoll is. It's like, hold on, Judy. You know when I was playing that game? Yeah, you know it's probably that big old dog. Yeah. You know that creepy dog that looks like a mastiff? Yeah. What guys are those? Those were like good gnolls. Yeah. The gnolls, I think, like the big old dog dudes.
Big old dog dudes.
Yeah, we saw no Dungeons. We saw no in I play Dungeons and Dragons. Like
These are gnolls.
Yeah, you see, we saw one of those.
So they look more like hyenas.
Imagine if you saw that in real life. Oh my, that would be way scarier than seeing one of those dragon dudes.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things in life that would be kind of scary to see. So this is a gnoll. Oh, there we go. They are like hyena men.
I want to go into the bed since I'm so hot right now.
Yep.
And it's so cool. I'm popping. If I get my ears.
Okay. So now, what does Finnan want to do? That's your character, Jojo.
Yeah. You yeah. You check out the bottom of what? What? You don't get what I was saying. It was a funny video. Wait.
Well, what is your character doing?
Okay. He's hiding behind the rock.
Okay, so are you gonna climb up on the rock, or are you just gonna hide at the bottom of the rocks?
That's scared me. Hide at the bottom. Like, hide behind it. Like,
Okay, so what you'll need to do, Jojo, you also have a +3 to stealth. So yeah, there's a truck outside. I have the windows open because it is kind of warm in here, but I don't want the fan on right now.
I can't even feel anything. The fan is under the table.
Roll that dice. And you also rolled a 6. +3 is 9.
Yeah, but you climb it. You probably.
Okay.
I look like Freddy Krueger.
So Finnan crouches down behind the rock formation and presses himself up against the stone. It's nice and cool here, and you believe that you are hidden.
So is it my turn?
Yes, what would you like to do?
If I jump down, would I get hurt? 1.
No, you're not high enough up in the tree that would hurt. So you could just leap down if you wanted to.
Okay. Would I have to roll like a dexterity check?
Uh-huh.
Wait. Okay.
Why do you want to make a dexterity check? What are you trying to do?
You know what? Can I do a stealth check so that I don't make noise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So +3 on stealth. Yeah. That's yes, 20. Oh! I was like,
Well, that's 17 +3 equals 20. Yeah, that's a little different than rolling what's called a natural 20. A natural 20 usually means automatic success in what you're trying to do. And it can also generate other special things too, like extra damage or like super success things. So, Rhogar silently jumps from the tree and into the soft ground here. You're close enough to the brook that the ground is pretty soft, and so that kind of cushions your landing. You don't hurt yourself, and you are pretty silent.
Sneak over to the bridge.
Okay, this is an old bridge. It's kind of rickety, and
how much noise does? So can I step just a tad and see how much noise it makes?
So you take your foot out and you kind of gently set it on the board. It creaks just a little bit, but it's not super loud.
So it probably could be. So would it be loud enough to alert?
You don't think that it's going to make a tremendous amount of noise, but it is an old bridge.
But it might make one dude come over.
It's always possible, but
one dude could come over.
The bridge has seen better days. It probably could be repaired at some other point, but it looks like it's still crossable.
Okay, so let me just. Can I use a stealth check to go over there? Turn over.
Yep, if you'd like to. What is that, an 8?
+3 equals 11.
Okay, so you cross the bridge itself. One of the boards, about in the middle of the bridge, kind of breaks a little bit and falls into the water, but it doesn't make a noise. You are a little bit concerned about the condition of the bridge, but for now it's holding. And it didn't really like rock or sway. It's just your foot caused one of the middle boards to kind of break and fall into the creek.
But what if a goblin was just going, or whatever those guys are, just going fishing, and they see a random thing just going along?
That's
Pretty
right.
normal.
Maybe it wouldn't be exciting though. Maybe it would be
You probably want to check it
something
out.
that would make them bored.
No, you probably want to check out like.
Hashtag dad jokes.
Wait.
Okay, so Finnan, you do see Rhogar start to cross over the brook and get nearer to the cabin.
Wait, what is that?
It's a 20-sided dice.
Wait, is that a guy?
No, you can move your dice.
Oh, oops.
That was your dice that you rolled.
What is that?
Those are the posts in each side of the bridge.
Oh, I thought it was like a person.
Nope. I would use a token or something similar. I wouldn't just draw them on there unless they were dead.
Unless they were permanent part of the map.
So Finnan, you see Rhogar heading towards the cabin. Is there anything else you'd like to do? That's just the dice that he's rolling. If you guys are going to freak out about every piece of dice that's going to be on the mat, every time you roll, you need to take your dice back and put it back where it belongs.
I'm just going to come over here to the bush and get closer. Wait, I need to make sure it makes no sound like shh. How in Will Bush, how it makes that sound like a tree.
Yeah, that's a tree. That's a tree. It's not a bush, it's a tree. That was the tree that Rhogar climbed up and was hiding in.
Wait, what if I see a scale like on the tree?
A scale?
Yeah, from the dragon.
I don't know. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's a dragon in the area. Maybe there's not. You don't know yet.
I am a dragon. Yeah, Papa.
Okay.
Why don't you just come along the footbridge like me? You can stand next to me. Wait, but...
So is Rhogar going to wait for Finnan, or is Rhogar going to go ahead?
Rhogar goes by.
Is Rhogar going to wait for Finnan to catch up, or is Rhogar going to go on ahead?
Wait.
Okay, you're gonna wait?
Wait. Now we gotta carefully walk, and I know that it's safe since I saw him walk, but I need to be careful. Because that middle board.
So here, roll this again and add 3.
12. 15.
Yep.
15. Yes.
So Finnan crosses the footbridge, carefully stepping over the broken board that was recently broken by Rhogar.
I need to jump.
But Rhogar does not hear any concerning creaks or noises as Finnan crosses the footbridge.
Okay, now I'm right where Ethan is. Okay. Oh, that guy looks so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to look at that page. Oh!
I dropped my book.
That stuff keeps going down.
You guys laughing at my butt?
No, but we were laughing at that too. Oh, no, I didn't even see Papa's butt. Bottom. Wait. Okay.
It is behind me.
Okay. What is that first?
So, as you get closer, you can clearly see what the drawing is. It is a wood pile.
Okay, that's a lot less exciting. Wait, we could take some wood from there, since you know that dude said own it. We could steal it. These are bad guys. Yeah, but it wasn't always a bad guy's camp. But this cabin used to be here every time we take a bath. Plus, that wouldn't be an honest living. Oh, that would be disgusting. disgusting. I get it. Since what if they poop in the river?
Well, so this is a cabin that is owned by a city dweller. They usually don't come out this far. Maybe you'll see them once or twice a year, but for the most part, the cabin is kept up, like repaired, by villagers of Aldine's Wall. And they use it sometimes if they're out hunting or exploring or searching the area for roaming monsters. So they'll stay here overnight if it gets really late or if there's a big storm. But you guys have been to this cabin like several times. You've played around this area. You can see that the door is open, and inside you can hear a little bit of like a yip, yip, yip.
I really wish we had grenades so I could just go and right in right now and blow those people up. So I will come over here, and can I use my investigation?
Sure.
Yep, I'll use my investigation. Track 4.
Okay, what does your investigation provide you?
Plus 4. It shows an O, like a circle.
It says investigation plus 4?
Yeah. So
Perfect.
do I roll a 20-sided dice?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm not losing one.
Well, no, hold on.
Wait, no.
Let me see that. These two are first level spells, meaning you only can cast 2 first level spells before resting. These ones here are cantrips.
So you can just use them.
Yes, you can use them and use them,
and
you don't worry about them running out.
Okay. So roll the dice.
12 plus
okay.
4.
Okay, so that's 16. Wait.
Yep.
What does the magic hand do?
What magic hand?
Magic hand. Oh yeah,
Magic
that's
hand
like
says
a ghost hand.
spectral floating hand. Yeah, it's like a ghost hand.
Wait, could I scale them?
It's possible. Let me finish telling you what it does, though. Hand appears at a point you choose within 30 feet. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you, or if you cast the spell again. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, like just meaning mess with an object, like open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. The hand cannot attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
I'm gonna steal a
Hold
weapon.
on, Ethan.
I'm gonna probably steal a weapon. I could just grab it out of the bring it back to me, then I have a weapon.
As long as it's not in their hand, yes, you could.
So I got this idea. What if? Okay. So wait, do I see anything first in my investigation?
Yes, let's resolve your investigation check. What you see on the ground is 5 different sets of these dog prints. But you can tell they're not normal dog prints because they're much deeper in the ground and they're much, much bigger. Almost like they're bigger than a mountain lion's footprint. But they definitely look like dog footprints.
Okay, but yeah, do I see anyone?
Yeah, you kind of sneak up to the cabin, and when you look inside of the cabin, and you're familiar with this cabin, like I mentioned, you've seen it and been inside of it before. The cabin is just one basic large area, except then it has one room in it, which is the bedroom.
Oh, are you drawing a bed? Is that a bed?
It's a room.
Oh, that's the insulation.
And that's the door.
Oh, I thought it was like a bed. Look how it looks like a pillow, and then that's the bed.
Yep.
Whoa, look. Oh no! Oh, those guys everywhere! Those guys guys everywhere. There's an arrow of guys. Okay.
So one of the things that you can see inside of there is you see 4 of the gnolls, the dog men. They are each wearing leather armor, and they have some wicked looking weapons. You can see that one of them, its mouth is like all bloody,
Yeah.
but not because it's been injured, but because it's been eating something. And you can see what looks like the carcass of a dead rabbit on the ground. That is probably what it's been eating. You also...
If I saw that in real life, I would
A dog eating a rabbit?
Yeah. Or a dead rabbit. Oh, that would be so disgusting. I've seen videos of dead rabbits.
You've seen videos of... Okay. Why are you watching videos of dead rabbits?
Idiot hunters catching rabbits.
Okay. So at any result, you see the gnoll over here is sitting on the ground. He's the one that ate the rabbit. The other 3 are all sitting around in a circle, and they're playing some sort of a game with like sticks and stones.
Wait, is it that those sticks and stones?
You think it's Magic the Gathering. You think maybe they're playing a weird version of Magic with sticks and stones.
How would you play Magic the Gathering with sticks and stones?
I don't know. I'm just the dungeon master. I don't know how all these things work.
Okay. Circle step. I have just make a little scrape on the block. Okay.
Maybe.
I have this plan. So I go over to Finnan. I have this plan. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. So you're gonna hide in this tree. And you're gonna magic the door open so that creeps open. Hold on. We get this guys. We get one of them attentions. They go out the door. I yell out, "You need some milk!" and I stab you. Plan.
That's pretty elaborate just to yell out at somebody that they need milk.
Then all of those people would go if they heard, "You need some milk!" I want to use my magic hand and grab out a weapon. So then we can take it to the blacksmith and give money. No, we kill them and then we take the weapons. We loot them. Wait, I could just grab out my magic hand, pull their shirt up, and bring them outside. And while I'm holding that, you could just stab him. While I'm doing that, and you could just lay him on the floor. Okay, but that's the plan. Okay, let's see what she do it. I want to go with my plan. Look, I got this plan all set out. Don't go, Mom, milk. Don't yell, "Mom, milk." Just go and stab him so these people don't hear, "Mom, milk," and then come over.
So what do you guys want to do?
I can make a stealth check. Okay. Do you think we should do that plan? Let's go. Okay. So we should climb up in the trees. Wait, so I use my magic hand and open up the door? Yep. Okay, I'll just use magic hand and open up the door.
Okay, so you guys each climb a tree. Jojo summons his sorcerer power to use Mage Hand. And the Mage Hand appears right by the door. And how do you want to open the door? Describe it to me.
I want to do stealth check.
Ethan, no, he's opening the door.
I want to do a stealth check, open up the door, but make sure one goes to the door.
You can't control that. You can control how you open the door, but you can't control how the monsters inside react to the door opening.
I want to open the handle on the door and then make a stealth check so all of them just don't go over and then just go out the door. Or can't I?
No, you can't really make a stealth check through the Mage Hand.
Oh, okay. I'll just carefully open up the door.
What I can say is instead of a stealth check, we could have you make a concentration check to open the door very carefully. So let me see.
I've never heard of a concentration check.
How about let's have you open? No, I think that works. You could use stealth, but instead, just because I think it's fun, because you're using a spell called Mage Hand, and the bonus is the same, we'll have you make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand? That sounds funny.
Sleight of hand is what magicians do with like card tricks and different things like that.
Oh, so they slide their hand carefully. So
No, it's not slide. It's sleight.
See, thieves get it because it's basically how fast your hands move.
Yes, so you'd use it to like pick pockets and do things like that. But the bonus is the same, and I like it because you're using Mage Hand. So we'll have you make a sleight of hand check. So roll your 20-sided dice.
On a knee. Come on.
10 plus 3. So you control your magic hand, and you try to, as carefully as possible, you turn the doorknob, and you want to, I mean, the door's already open a little bit, so turning the doorknob was kind of pointless, but that's fine. Do you want to push the door? Do you want to slam the door open?
No!
You want to just carefully, like...
Freak it, like in a horror movie. When the door just opens up like very, and then they go out.
All right, so very carefully you push the door with your mage hand, and you can hear it like...
Close your ears, everybody. People who are watching this, please close the ears.
Yeah, it was a really rusty hinges on that door.
Yeah.
And immediately from inside of the building, you can hear like...
Okay, so how many come out? Oh no. Our plan only works with one.
You see one of them, like, and he looks, you can tell just based off of the behavior that the gnoll is being very cautious. He peers his dog head out, and he's kind of mangy and like, you know, squirrely looking. He's missing patches of fur. He's looking around, and you can see he's holding a spear in his hand. And he carefully looks around.
So much. Hold on. A spear. Okay, I got this. This plane. I got my
Ethan, odd or even?
Wait, what?
Odd or even?
Wait, what is this about to do?
Odd or even? Make a choice. Okay. So you see the gnoll peering around, holding his spear. He's looking around. He's kind of like looking outside of the cabin. He's peering around a little bit more. And then you see him. He's looking up in one of the trees. He's looking at you.
No!
He's looking at Finnan.
Oh no! What are my attacks? I forget. I don't see my attack.
Okay, well, so here's what you can do, Jojo. Finnan can do a couple of things. One, you have a light crossbow. 2, you have a dagger. Or 3, you have your sorcerer spells. So this spell creates a wall of fog.
I think I'll just go for acid. I'll just
Hold on, wait. This spell shoots magic darts, and they guarantee to hit. They won't miss. You've already used Mage Hand. Chill Touch, you have to be able to touch them, but if you touch them, you can damage them. Wait, is that right? No. Ooh, this one's Chill Touch, I guess, is a lot like Mage Hand. You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the chill of the grave. On a successful hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, so it takes damage. So that's kind of cool. And then you have Acid Splash, which you can shoot a bubble of acid up to 60 feet and it will damage. Or you can shoot a beam of blue-white light called Ray of Frost. So those are the different magical attacks that you have.
Wait, could I be flying to the Ray of Frost? But if we if we kill him, all of those others will come. Our plan was to pick them off one by one, because if those all comes, we'll be outnumbered and we'll die.
Well, one of them's come, and Jojo's got to make a decision what he wants to do.
I'm gonna try and shoot him in the head with my crossbow. Bow.
Okay, so you want to use your crossbow. So
That's so cold under there. Although I want my whole body to get.
So you do
sticky
get a
on it.
+5 to hit with your crossbow, which is cool. I mean, that's pretty
I
good.
wanna try and hit him in the head.
So roll a die 20. That purple one right there.
Underneath. You get 10.
All right.
So bad.
So thunk, your crossbow bolt goes flying through the air, and it strikes in the door just inches away from the gnoll's head.
Why did you? I'm so mad.
But our hour is up. So this is what's called a cliffhanger. So you guys just saw the gnoll, Jojo, or Finnan, fired a crossbow bolt, and we have to wait to find out what happens next.
We gotta wait like 2 weeks.
No, we'll play again soon. We won't wait 2 weeks. So good stuff here. Seems like you guys had some fun tonight, yeah?
Yes.
You guys ready for bed?
Yeah.
No, you're not ready for bed. You guys wanted to keep playing?
Yes.
Well, that, my friend, my son, is the world of Dungeons and Dragons.